If nobody wants to tell you because they haven't experienced this before, I'll be the one to tell you it's okay to change, baby. Okay, it's all right to not be who you used to be. It's okay to not be as approachable or as reachable or available as you used to be. It's okay to change and for people to notice and for people to feel some type of way. That's okay. It's just called growth. It's not you changing, thinking you're too good or you're better than anybody. It's just simply growing, and that is a part of life. Some people, which my husband had to tell me a couple of weeks ago, some people actually will never change. They won't. And is that like your problem? No, it's not your problem. But what is your responsibility is evolving, changing, and finding new ways to grow, finding new ways to stretch yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a time in your life where you realize, oh, wait, people don't change. And the only way you're going to figure out that is when you change. When you stop the smoking, the drinking, the gossiping, the mindless, endless scrolling on social media. I would say social media. When you change the way you present yourself, the way you talk to yourself, the way you talk about yourself, the way you show up for yourself, when you make these small, subtle changes and you actually see some type of results from that change. For instance, the mental clarity you get when you just eat healthier, the betterness, it's not even a word, but just how you feel better when you exercise and you actually are aware of the things you're putting into your body, the mental clarity you have, the freeness and the beauty of the feeling your body gets when you do that, the way you start to get almost addicted to like, okay, what else can I do? Like, what else can I change that can produce something else to change? You become unstoppable. You become somebody so unrecognizable. It's like you won't be able to recognize you. You'll be looking like, what's going on? Like, I never did. What? And others see that too. But my point is, it's okay to change. It's actually all right. Just because other people around you are not really okay with it or not comfortable with it yet, does not mean that you are doing them a disservice. Does not mean that you are becoming bougie or too much or switching up or think you too much. One, you should think you too much. You should think that you should think very highly of yourself. You should think that you are worth so much more than what you've been giving yourself, what you've been allowing others to give you. You should think you are too good for certain things and too good for certain people, because you are. I don't know any other way to explain that, but you know what I mean by thinking you're too much. But and I'm only coming to you with this because this was an issue that I struggled with. I thought once I set boundaries and I changed the way that I presented myself to people, the world, the way I just thought me changing would literally like offend people. And the thing is, it did. And I don't care. I had to literally get comfortable with the simple fact of this new me makes people uncomfortable. This new me is not who people are used to. My family, my friends, people on social media, this is not who they are used to. I had old friends that just like could not accept the fact that I was different. I literally had a cousin to tell me, and she was drunk, girl, all that fake positive SHIT you be posting. I said, look, girl, look at this girl faking so hard. I was like, whoa, you actually think me posting different things on social media is fake and fake positive? And that, honestly, it kind of put a fire under me to like, don't believe me, just watch. You really think I'm faking being positive? Okay. I was having a conversation with an old friend, and she told me, if you're a better person, like if you really are a better person, go be a better person to somebody else. That's another thing that put a fire up under me. And I was like, okay, I will. I didn't say that to her, but when I read the message, I was like, okay. I mean, I am anyway, but like, I'm going to continue to exude me being a better person because you don't think change is possible. And the only people who do not think change is possible is people who do not believe change is possible for them. It's only projection. But like I said, I'm only coming to you with this because this is something that I had to get very, very, very comfortable with because it was very uncomfortable for me. That people didn't know how to talk to me. People didn't know how to take me. People didn't know what to believe. People, like, it's like, who is she? What do I do? How do I operate? You know what I'm saying? And that caused some weird friction, tension, awkwardness with the people that are around me, the people that know me, the people that I talk to. And it was very uncomfortable because, like, I didn't have the same interactions I did beforehand. I didn't have the same, I don't know, nothing was the same. And I had to realize, you're not the same. That's why nothing is the same. You're not the same. So you could literally think that you have imposter syndrome, like, oh my God, I can't be. No, you are. It's gonna feel like that, but I'm letting you know right now, it's all right. You literally just have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable with this new you or this different you or whatever you want to, however you want to say it. I didn't intend for this video to be this long, but these are just a couple of words I felt like I should share, that it's okay to change. And if people are not used to who you are becoming or who you have became, they'll eventually adjust or they'll just fall off. They'll just go away. They won't be around you. I've had that happen. I've had both happen to me, honestly. Some people just stop talking to me. Some people just don't deal with me. And some people have adjusted and grown to like and love the new me. So don't ever in life believe that change is a bad thing. Do not ever allow anybody to put into your head that change is a bad thing. Change is fake. Change is not good. Change is inevitable, okay? Growth is inevitable. We don't just become one age. There's just not one season, 365 days a year. We literally don't celebrate being 12 for the rest of our life. We literally are not in the same phase of anything. Think about the first iPhone. Think about the iPod. Think about MP3 players. Think about the first of anything, the first car. Nothing stays the same. And if you are a believer that things stay the same, that change is weird, change is uncomfortable, you will be very, 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 very dissatisfied with your life. You will not be up to speed with the rest of the world. You'll forever be stuck in your own little world. And when life comes swinging at you, you're not going to know how to accept it or take it or even punch back because you are just stuck to what you know how to do it. And you don't want to be like that. I am not saying that you need to change, but I am saying if you are aware that something in your life needs to change, you should probably look into it. You should probably go search, working out, how to eat healthier, how to do that. The thought comes up, if the feeling comes about, you should look into it. It's more worth it than not worth it, I promise you. This was a random little car vent. I didn't even expect to make this video, but I was just sitting here like, I wonder who needs to hear this. And maybe you need to hear it, maybe you don't need to hear it, maybe you know somebody that needs to hear these words, but change is inevitable. And change looks so good on you, I promise. The person that you are looking at right now, I have not always been this person. The person who is talking to you, I have not always been this person. Prime example, at one point in my life, I couldn't say a complete sentence without cursing. I could not curse. I couldn't make a video on YouTube. You can go back to some of my old videos and not curse. I was not this person. I was not a person who even believed that change was possible for herself. I wasn't a person who thought like, oh wait, you do supposed to just like change and get uncomfortable and be okay with it. I didn't operate like this. I could have told you this like 3 years ago. I couldn't have told you this 2.5 years ago. No. And if somebody would have tried to tell me the same thing, I would have been like, okay, but what's wrong with me doing things the way that I'm doing them? Because like, I like how it makes me feel. So what's wrong? But once again, that is the complete purpose of me saying, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because when you're comfortable for too long, I'm telling you right now, when you are in the bathroom for too long, doing your due, no pun intended, the smell becomes very, very familiar. And it makes you forget you actually are in a bathroom full of fecal matter. You actually just start to get comfortable with the simple fact of, I'm pooping. That's the best way I can put it. But maybe I'll go into details. I'll go into depth with this on this topic. Like I said, this was very unexpected. It was very heavy on my heart to talk about in the moment. Change is inevitable. I can't stop saying that, and I want you to like implement that into your brain. Change is inevitable, okay? Go grow. Go figure out how, like, what else could I do? Go figure out how you can be greater. There are ways. There are many, 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 many ways to be greater, okay? I am rooting for you. I am hoping and praying that you change one small thing and you see a drastic change in yourself, in your life, and the world around you. I promise you, it's going to be so worth it, and it's going to look so beautiful on you. I am praying that you fall in love with a new you. I'm praying that you fall in love with the process of rebuilding you. So, to a you that the world didn't make or the world didn't create, what the heck you created with your own mind, your own hands, your own thoughts, I'm just getting so warm feeling that, because I fell in love with the new me that I've created, not with my mom and everybody else around me told me I needed to be or who I was, who I believe I am, and how I believe I should be treated, and how worthy I actually am, okay? I am rooting for you, and I'm praying for you to have that same euphoric feeling, because it's so amazing, okay? You got this. You got this. You got this. I am rooting for you. I'm praying for you, and I really, 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 I really love you, and I'm so proud of you for even staying this far in the video, because, like, you didn't have to, okay? I love you. See you in the next video. Bye.